Hi, I'm John from Wisdom Love Spirit, and this video is about how to know for sure if there is a God. And if there is, which God is it? Because there's so many different gods, so many different religions. Most people in the world grow up in a culture or a household that teaches them to believe in a certain worldview. Now, a worldview, that means like a religious point of view. For example, atheism, Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, and so on. But most of us go through life believing something just because that's what we were taught as children. If you think about it, whatever the truth is, whatever it is, the truth is the truth regardless of where you or I grow up in the world, and regardless of who raises us and what they believe. So how can you know then for sure? What is the truth? Is there really a God? The answer is, if you go off on your own, away from any person or any religion, in private, and if you pray and ask God to show himself to you, he will answer. He really will. As long as you mean it in your heart, if you're sincere and you just want to know the truth, God will answer. Because he loves you and he really cares about you and he wants you to know the truth. He wants you to meet him and to get to know him, to have a relationship with him. God actually desires that for you. There are so many, many, many testimonies from people all over the world, all different cultures, and people with all kinds of backgrounds. Some of them have terrible things in their past. And all of these testimonies, every one of them, when they've prayed this prayer, God always has answered. I have not heard of a single time that God did not answer. And the thing is, it's always the same God who answers. Jesus Christ. Hindus have prayed this prayer. Muslims have prayed it. Atheists have prayed it. And they all get answers. And it's always Jesus. And it doesn't matter your past, what you may have done, what you used to believe. Nothing like that can change the fact God loves you and he wants you to know the truth. Now, here's an example prayer. It's only an example, so you don't have to pray these exact words. Pray in your own words from your heart. But here's an example. Okay, Jesus, I don't know if you're there or not. But if you are God, then I want to know you. Please show yourself to me. It's as simple as something like that. If you want to know God, just pray and ask him. Now, God answers everyone in different ways and in different times. Some people get an answer immediately. Sometimes it's many weeks later. But God will speak to you in a way that you know he is answering your prayer. If you have a particular difficulty or something that really troubles you with this whole issue, then you can include that in your prayer. For example, if you think that you've done something so bad or you've been so bad that God couldn't possibly love you or couldn't forgive you, try Him. You'll be surprised to find out He can. So include that in your prayer and, ask God, do you really love me after all I've done? Do you really forgive me? If you ask Him, include that in your prayer and ask Him. Or another example is if you maybe have trouble accepting that Jesus could be the only way, and you think that can't be right. Don't all religions lead to God and something like that, then again, ask God that. If that's a trouble for you, then ask Him, is Jesus really the only way? Because He will answer. As long as you want to know the truth, He'll tell you the truth. He'll answer. This is probably the most important thing you could ever do in your life. It will completely change your life. Every testimony and story from all over the world always has the same thing, that their lives are completely changed in the most amazing and beautiful way. You will not regret it. You'll be so thankful if you pray this prayer. And we want you to know, here at Wisdom Love Spirit, we are praying for you also. Thank you.